police tracked O.J. Simpson through his cellular phone. Apparently he was on the cellular phone, and they tracked him through there, and that's how they picked up this car.
And now we see the white Bronco take off at a speed that's considerably faster than it's been driving before.
We can't identify that other car that has apparently been playing some form of tag with the Bronco there. Don't know if it is, obviously there's some kind of an official vehicle, but we don't know what it is.
But look at the people standing on the freeway there, waving.
There are a number of people standing on the side of the road. Just the curious and also well-wishers. We watch people wave and blow kisses as Mr. Simpson drives by.
I think it's just a matter now of waiting to see. Do you see any other law enforcement activity in the area, Craig, as you look down?
Yes, as you can see on the perimeter road here, there is quite a number of vehicles that were in the pursuit with the white Bronco.
You know, Craig, to put it in one kind of perspective, the view was that he was a fugitive from justice. Well, he is not a fugitive in one respect anymore. We know where he is, and he is, there was speculation he might be out of the country, maybe hiding someplace. That is not the case anymore. That situation has now changed. O.J. Simpson is back at his home.
The vehicle, we believe, with Al Cowlings and O.J. Simpson in it, and it looks like the emergency flashers are going on that Bronco. That's the first time we've had sort of this view of the vehicle. And it is going westbound again. It appears the way the sun is hitting the front of the vehicle, although it's a little bit difficult to tell because they have made a transition from one freeway to another. And there you see just a huge number of police cars. CHP, Orange County Sheriff, LAPD, presumably Los Angeles County Police Department as well as LA County Sheriff's cars, all a respectful distance behind, just waiting, hopefully, for this to play itself out peacefully without any further loss of life or any more damage and destruction.
Again, all this is presumption now. It's apparent that the police believe it.
Well, it's not great.
That is Cowlings' car, and that Simpson is in the driver's seat. We've received a report of a gun in the car. We picked it up in Orange County. The vehicle is registered to Al Cowling, a former teammate, close friend of O.J. Simpson's, who has been a fugitive from justice now almost.
And he says that's as tight as we can go right now. So from our vantage point, we cannot tell exactly how many are in the vehicle at all.
And talk to him and hopefully have him just pull over. And right now I don't see the police doing anything real radical. You know, it is unusually light traffic out here. We're looking all the way westbound and we can see almost up to the 605 and it continues light.
Now, the police do have speakers in those vehicles. They can speak. As if you've ever been pulled over, sometimes you'll hear the police officer say, "Come out of your car. You were speeding," or something. They can't speak to that car. Police stay keeping a clear distance behind. There's no rule book on this because this hasn't happened.
It appears that CHP has stopped traffic on the on-ramps coming onto the 91 westbound just to let the officers proceed at a nice pace coming through here. Again, they don't want anything to happen to this suspect vehicle. They want to try to keep it as safe as possible. But there's definitely a crowd growing on every overpass that we see. Vehicles and people that want to get a glimpse and see if this is in fact O.J. coming down the freeway.
And they are almost certain that O.J. is in the passenger seat.
We really have no idea which or where the final destination may be for purported O.J. Simpson.
At what speed are they going now, Officer Curry?
I don't have that information right now. Apparently it's not a high-speed pursuit. The location is, it looks like it's westbound SR 91 at perhaps Atlantic, I believe.
If you could turn...
Back in Greensboro, man, watching you play.
Vince, if you could turn down your television set.
Man, I'm just praying that you guys will just give yourself up, man. Just stop. Please stop. In Jesus' name, just stop, man. Because we love you, man. Just stop.
Vince Evans, we thank you for joining us. How long have you been watching here?
According to someone who is monitoring police scanners, the man in the car says he would not give himself up. He's in the back of the vehicle. He has a gun to his head, and he says he will hurt himself. He is demanding to be taken to his mother. Now, that apparently is information off a police scanner. We continue to watch from Sky 11 this 1993 Ford Bronco. We do know that this is the vehicle that belongs to Al Cowlings, former pro football player himself, a longtime friend of O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson, when he was preparing to surrender this morning to be picked up by LAPD at Taken Parker Center, wrote 3 notes.
And it's interesting to note the time. This started apparently around 6:45, a little bit after the main part of rush hour. Authorities, though, are attempting to clear the freeway, although you can see a car right there going up right next to the Bronco. Not an easy job clearing the freeway. O.J. Simpson formally charged today with 2 counts of murder. He was supposed...
He must have gone right by you, Eric.
Well, he has, and we're staying ahead of it. We're going to his mansion, believing that he's going there, but we can only assume he's going to his home on Rockingham in Brentwood. Both sides of the street have pedestrians.
Right,
They've just passed us at Barrington.
He just went past Barrington.
Just passed us at Barrington, followed by the sheriffs. They're Orange County Sheriff, Santa Ana police officers who are in pursuit.
Again, here's O.J. Simpson. Yes, indeed, it would appear that he is, in fact, trying to reach his neighborhood, if you will. Look, there's one of the satellite trucks, so I think this, in fact, is pulling up. He's pulling right up to his home.
Sure looks like it here.
Here he is now. Here's the car pulling into the driveway. Mark Coogan, we're watching O.J. Simpson pull into his driveway. He has driven all the way. Here's somebody coming up beside him. And look, there's a bit of a scuffle here.
Oh.
And Al Cowlings, who is at the wheel, apparently is telling whoever came up there to get out of the way, to get back, and to stay out of the way. O.J. Simpson is in the back of this vehicle. It has tinted windows. We're unable to see a clear picture of him. But the reports we've received off of the police scanners is that Mr. Simpson has a gun to his head and obviously is threatening suicide.